Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In Season 10, Episode 17 of Southern Charm, titled Storms and Secrets, the Charleston crew returns from the Bahamas to find that the drama has followed them home. The episode opens with Shep facing backlash from a controversial podcast interview, which Molly discovers and reacts to with clear frustration. Meanwhile, Craig struggles with the emotional fallout from his breakup with Paige, as Austin encourages him to attend a weekend healing retreat at Olivia's family estate. Olivia, hoping to restore peace, prepares her luxurious low-country home for a gathering meant to clear the air, while Leva and Venita remain skeptical of any hope for real resolution. Before the retreat begins, Austin hosts a sunset boat party where tensions between Shep and Molly erupt, leaving the rest of the group on edge. Back at the estate, Kathryn makes a surprise return from rehab, dressed to kill and armed with secrets, shaking up the already fragile group dynamic. The next morning, chaos breaks out when a voice memo from Paige accidentally plays in the group chat, hinting at lingering feelings between Craig and his ex, Naomi. As emotions spiral, Olivia's plans for tranquility are further derailed during a breathwork session, when Madison stirs the pot with a pointed comment. In a quiet moment, Kathryn reveals to Olivia that she discovered a positive pregnancy test in the guest bathroom, one marked with Olivia's initials. Olivia is stunned. That night, during the final dinner as a storm looms overhead, Molly challenges Shep to take responsibility for his actions. Just as things reach a boiling point, Olivia reveals the test's existence to the group, leaving everyone speechless and casting suspicion across the table. As thunder cracks and the screen fades to black, it's clear that the secrets buried in Charleston are only just beginning to surface. As the storm rages outside, the tension inside Olivia's estate mirrors the thunderclouds overhead. Faces pale, glances dart, and no one dares to speak first after the pregnancy revelation. Madison, never one to stay quiet, leans into the drama with a sly smirk, subtly implying it might not be who everyone assumes. Austin looks visibly uncomfortable, while Shep's confusion quickly turns to suspicion. Craig, already reeling from Paige's accidental voice memo, begins to spiral, wondering if his past is catching up to him in more ways than one. Venita tries to steer the conversation toward logic, suggesting they hold off on accusations until someone steps forward. But emotions win over reason. Olivia storms out into the rain, overwhelmed, and Kathryn follows, trying to comfort her but clearly enjoying the shockwaves her revelation has sent through the group. In a final confessional, Olivia sits in her robe, hair wet from the rain, voice trembling but strong. Secrets don't stay buried in this town. And if someone thinks they're going to lie their way out of this, they've got another thing coming. The episode closes on a flash of lightning illuminating the estate, casting long shadows over the group as the credits roll, teasing that what comes next will change everything. The screen fades back in from black. Rain lashes against the windows of Olivia's estate as the guests try to process what just happened. The silence is broken only by the ticking of an antique clock in the hallway. Austin nervously sips from his wine glass, while Madison stares directly at him, her expression unreadable. In a whispered side conversation, Leva and Venita debate who could be pregnant, listing possibilities like it's a mystery novel, but each name carries weight in consequence. Olivia returns from outside, soaked but steady. "No more guessing," she says, holding up the test box retrieved from the bathroom trash. "We're going to figure this out tonight." Just then, a knock at the door. Everyone freezes. Craig opens it, revealing Paige. She's arrived unannounced, suitcase in hand, her face pale and her eyes scanning the group. "I didn't come here to fight," she says. "I came for the truth." Shocked murmurs ripple through the group. She locks eyes with Madison, then Kathryn, then finally Craig. "I think the test might be mine." Craig's jaw drops. Before anyone can speak, a bolt of lightning cuts through the sky, and the screen cuts to black. The next morning, Charleston is quiet again, but not peaceful. The storm has passed, leaving behind broken branches, muddy walkways, and a heavy silence that hangs over Olivia's estate. Inside, the group is still reeling from Paige's late-night bombshell. Craig sits alone on the back porch, visibly shaken. His hands tremble as he tries to call Paige, but she won't pick up. Meanwhile, Olivia, now steely and composed, gathers everyone in the main living room. "We've danced around the truth long enough," she says. Paige finally emerges from one of the guest rooms, not pregnant, but hiding something else. She reveals she found the test in Craig's apartment weeks ago and brought it with her, unsure what to make of it. "I didn't know whose it was," she says, eyes flicking to Kathryn, "but it wasn't mine." Whispers ripple. Madison gasps, pretending to be shocked, but the camera catches the quick flick of her glance towards someone else, Ryan, her fiancé. A crack appears in her perfectly curated expression. Cut to Kathryn in confessional, sipping a martini. Funny how fast people point fingers when their own secrets are just waiting to explode. At the same time, Leva and Vanita piece together a timeline that doesn't quite add up. Someone else had access to that bathroom, someone no one's talking about yet. The group splits, and in hushed one-on-ones, trust fractures and alliances form. Olivia quietly pulls Madison aside, her voice cold. "You were the last one in the bathroom before I found that test. You sure you want to keep lying?" Madison stiffens. "What I do with my life isn't your business." Olivia replies, "It is if you're bringing a child into it." Meanwhile, Shep, still nursing his pride and a hangover, gets a surprise text from an unknown number. "Hope you're ready to be a dad. We need to talk." The camera lingers on his shocked face as the screen cuts to black. As Olivia stares at Madison, the tension between them thickens. The room falls silent, everyone holding their breath as they wait for Madison's response. Her smile falters for just a moment, but she quickly recovers. "I told you, Olivia, I didn't leave the test there. Maybe you should ask someone else," she says, her voice steady but her eyes betraying her uncertainty. But before the moment can escalate, Kathryn, ever the fire starter, steps in. "Honestly, I think we're all just looking in the wrong direction. Why is no one asking about Ryan?" Her words cut through the air, and everyone looks at her, surprised. "Oh, you didn't know?" she continues, her voice dripping with sweet venom. Madison and Ryan were getting cozy before he got engaged to her. And guess what? He never stopped texting her. The room falls into stunned silence. Leva and Vanita exchange glances, knowing there's truth to what Kathryn's saying. Confessional? Kathryn, "I didn't come back here just to enjoy the scenery. If I'm going to be a part of his chaos, I'm going to make sure I'm the one on top. And trust me, I've got the receipts." The camera catches a quick exchange between Austin and Shep. Shep is still holding his phone, staring at the mysterious text. "Maybe it's time to call the bluff," he mutters to Austin, before getting up abruptly and heading out the door. Please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos.